Hey man, it's JC 400 and we back. Y'all, today we're going to talk about how can you actively date, actively maneuver yourself at work, right? If you work a 9 to 5. This video, right, we're going to talk about female nature, but we're going to specifically target y'all that's working 9 to 5s right now. I know what's going on right now, so I know it's a lot of y'all that may not want to work a 9 to 5, but you clocking in, right? Hopefully you have a plan with it, but let's get into it. How do you date working a 9 to 5 and not get caught up? You know what I'm saying? This from JC 400 himself. So y'all, this is how you do it. You remain alpha. I know that's like, damn, bro, that's broad. Like, what you mean? Like, what I mean is the steps, all the improvement you've made to be alpha, to embody your alpha energy, you must let that show in the workplace. So let's start off with this, y'all. It starts with how you carry yourself, right? Being alpha, to me, alpha is an action word. Because your alphaness shows no matter where you go, no matter what time of the day, no matter what environment. It's energy, it's an aura, right? So when you really embody your alphaness, it's going to show to every single woman, right? She's going to see you, see the way you hold yourself, see the way your energy just radiates, see your masculine presence. And she's automatic, subconsciously going to put you aside from the people working a 9 to 5 that's there long term, that you know it's some folks in the 9 to 5 you look at and you like, all right, this nigga 40, this nigga 50, he been working here for 15 to 20 years. His goal is to become manager, but he's still an assistant manager, been an assistant manager for 10 years. Yeah. So she's gonna separate you from them off rip, just off your energy, right? And now it comes down to action. So let's say she's choosing you, right? She's choosing, you have to choose wisely, right? Empire, I preach, we don't approach unless it's a choosing signal, bro. Why? Because the cold approach is not alpha in any way. Why would we approach a woman who doesn't even acknowledge us in the first place and try to convince her, run game on her to want to deal with us? See, in your most alpha state, you only deal with women who desire you on the deepest level. So if she doesn't show any desire, any signal that shows that, yes, she likes you, you know what I'm saying? She notices you. She selects you, right? A choosing signal is a selection. If we don't get none of that, we don't approach. But let's say we get that. We choose wisely. Man, I remember working a 9 to 5, man. Me personally, I'm a very social person, but I pick and choose. So if I see a woman that I really want to deal with, right, in a social environment, it's a lot of people. And I have to be in that environment multiple times out the week, I pick and choose. So let's say she's choosing me, right, in front of the whole store. That's fine, right? I'm going to make eye contact. She could look away. I still make eye contact. I see what's going on, but I'll keep it pushing, right? So that mentally it messes with her. Mentally she knows that, okay, he notices me. He knows I'm choosing him. He knows I'm feeling some type of way, but he didn't say anything. She knows she's going to have to see you again. So what does that show her? You are living in abundance. You know, okay, yeah, you choosing me. Yeah, you want me, but other hoes want me. Yeah, you want me. Yeah, you choosing me, but while you choosing me, it's 3 other ones that's on the other side of the room that's choosing me too. That shows her you living in abundance, right? So you keep it pushing. Next day comes. You so happen to go to the break room or you so happen to be in the back of the store where no one's there or a few people and she happens to come back there. See, now that's your time, right? She's already chose you, right? She's gonna choose you again. That is your time to approach. Boom. You approach, you get her info, you set up the date. You know what I'm saying? You do your thing. But now let's say you want to mess with other women, right? At your job, at your workplace, but you don't want her to find out. What you do? What you do is you do the exact same thing. But when it comes down to actually approaching, when it comes down to taking action, you have to be very selective. Listen to me, fellas. Listen to me when I tell you this. You have to be very selective and very smart, because this is your occupation. This is what's bringing money in. You never want to put a woman over what's making the bread, what's bringing the bread in. You never want to let a woman jeopardize what you got going on, no matter what. So this is when your smarts comes in. This is when your intuition, this is when your rationality comes in. You have to do, me and my homies used to always call it, do your research. Do your research. So before you decide to make that approach, she's been choosing you, you know she wants you, do your research. If you got homies there, ask around, but don't make it seem as if you want her. Ask around in a general sense and figure out what's going on, because you don't want to deal with one, right? You invited her over, you set the date, boom, y'all got it going, y'all fucking around, and then you get with her, you meet up with her, and it turns out they best friends. You never want to do that. So what you do is you do your research. You make sure that the women that you choose to approach are or appear to be your type, right? I like them low key. I like them bad, low key, with a mental that can bring something to the table. So low key first, because that helps. It helps separate them, man. If they're both low key and they stick to themselves, the odds of them finding out about each other is low. The odds of there being extreme drama in your workplace is low. So that's why I like them low key. That's why I recommend y'all to find the low key women at your occupation. If you want to spend place, if you want to have your options at your workplace, make sure they're low key. And then it gets down to running game, man. Then it gets down, not running game, but playing the game, right? Setting the date, not bullshitting with her, getting straight to the point, keeping the conversations to minimum at the workplace. See, that's key, y'all. That's key. If you able to let her know that business is business, pleasure is pleasure, if you can teach her and guide her and show by example that whatever we got going on is not going to interfere with this workplace, you can juggle, man. I promise you. I promise you, bro. As long as you can stick to your code, stick to your morals, stay alpha, you got it, man. Juggling, having options at work ain't nothing. But it's all about your mental. It's all about how you maneuver it. Hey, man, this is some game. Told y'all I'm coming through with some female nature joints, right? We need, you know what I'm saying? The empire needed. I know y'all want to hear some. It's been a little minute, but hey, we back, man. Peace, love, prosperity. 999. Hey, man. It's JC 400. And we out.